do. They because I be telling it y'all, telling this script. Where's my Welcome back, everybody. How you guys doing today? I miss Sean like 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with before you go. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? I have your messages for today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe and the bell notification. If you're interested in getting your own messages, 25 for 25 is in the description below. If you're interested in donating to the channel, donations are in the description below. If you're interested in becoming a member, memberships are also available. If you're interested in hyping us up, hype us up. And if you're interested in donating, becoming a member, that's also available. And if you don't mind, hit that heart button and hold it. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube as well. And yeah, if you would like to super chat the live, that's also available while we are live. And if you don't mind, how you doing? How you doing? Don't mind. I just want to tap in with you guys for a little bit. I hope you guys are having a great day, evening, or night, wherever you are watching this message. This won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does, thank you for joining me. Alright, let's see what we got. Party, growth, and summer. So something ain't happening until summer. They might not even get growth because I was in reverse. Yeah, they still got this big ass ego and they still got regret here. So yeah, there is regret, repression, still jealousy. This energy does not shift, does it? It does not shift. Okay, so let's get started. Yellow might be the color in this energy. Solar plex energy. 445522. 0 2 2 2 2 3. No, yep, third party 7. Options. Options. Hello. How you guys doing today? Thank you for joining me. So I got a firm foundation and the prosperity begins. So some new beginning starts in the middle. Something is standing your ground. So they are still standing on this third party situation. 6. They still standing on the third party. They still gloating with the third parties. They still getting a thrill out of that shit. Jealous. And the third parties is getting jealous. A lack mentality. Because they see this person is still interested in you after all this time. After all this time. Yeah, the divine lineage is here of Sarah Lee Kali. They coming in strong and heavy. A Sigga is under living out loud. They got you out here about to shine bright like a candle. And it's the cosmic power. Oh my goodness. Under Tenet of pleasures. You're about to get your heart's desire. OMG. And these people are so jealous because I don't know how this firm foundation with this triangle on this person's back, but whatever it is, it's still an obstacle. And these are peaches, so that's like it's ready to be picked. But the something about this prosperity begins when it comes to a cosmic power. 31, 4, 6, and 2. So 5. 4, 6, 6. There's a mirror energy here. This is Mualisa. Mualisa. Tell me a little bit about this energy here when it comes to vanity. Hello, hello. We got the tools, the supply service. We got the electrician, 2 of tools. Some holes in this house. We got the sky rental, 4 of pleasures, 2 of tools. Something that ain't organic when it comes to the tea, green tea, matcha. The open bar, night of drinks. The barbecue pit with the devil. And the organic chicken eggs. It's some sweet and delicious. Oh yeah, they said this goes up here with the jealous parties. That's who's at the barbecue. Something about a barbecue. Something about a barbecue. And some donuts. It was all like for somebody to see if somebody likes somebody. Long loaf. Yeah, somebody to see if somebody was going to bake it up with somebody. Organic hookups when it comes to eggs. Eggland's best. These people ain't worth a cent here, is what I just heard. These people ain't worth a cent. Yeah, these is like Oktoberfest. They can't get enough of this kind of stuff. If you'd like to super chat the live, that is also available. If you would like to ask questions, that is also available as well. 333 message, a 444 message, $4.44, $3.33. Full messages are $25 and $11.11 with Tanette here of pleasure. Okay, so there's a situation here that these are all pleasures here with the eggs here, fresh farm fresh with the empress here. But these aren't empresses. This is somebody that's in their feelings about the empress. These is other people, other hens, other eggs, others. Oh, that's what I'm calling them, others that have some kind of ill intent against the collective when it comes to you, Divine Feminine. The collective energy. Divine collective energy. All right, y'all. 1 second. I almost just about to get in my message. Okay. All right, so standing your ground. The tools here, supplies, ski wear. It's cold here. Ski lessons, instructors, boots and wear. Yeah, this is a prosperity. This cold. It's beneficial for this to be cold like this. I don't know if there's going to be some cold cashes here too. Talk to me about this energy. Tell me a little bit more about this energy and the bakery fresh long loaf. Somebody got a long loaf. This person giving people out a happy hour, something between 5 and 7. When it comes to hope. When it comes to gentleness, they looking for that in you and these people, and they can't find it. They looking for you and these people can't. Gentleness. They said this is down here with the cosmic. They said, but these things, you fulfill them here with the divine lineage here. Something is a fulfillment here. Yeah, something is a fulfillment. Fulfillment here. Tell me about this energy. It's a man and a woman here. So I got to tell you that you are definitely going to get fulfillment here, because there is a man and a woman here when it comes to Muwa Lisa. When it comes to the cosmic power of a man and a woman. Somebody's going to be left out in the cold here. They don't want to be left out here in the cold though. But they left you out in the cold for something that wasn't organic. You were organic. So now you're standing your ground here. Gentleness. They missed that. Somebody want to stand outside your house with hope. But the friendships that they built with these third parties, open all night bars and shit. Family. Somebody, they look at you as family. But they said they was misusing their power with leadership here. Misuse of power when it comes to standing your ground. Tell me about this. Confident. They not real confident that you will take this person back. They not confident of they the captain of this soul plane. They not said that. So They ain't the capital. Yeah, they just sitting here with an epic thought of like how this firm was a firm foundation and they used you as a tool. Yep, and you the jackpot. You spinning in cash. They don't even know how they did that. But that's where they say they didn't graduate here. That was where they should have graduated with new beginnings. Now you're getting a new beginning and the jackpot for somebody or something else. Talk to me about this energy. Standing your ground says balanced and strategic. Okay, that's what it says. And then if somebody spoiled, they spoiled whatever they had with you for pleasures. 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 And they regret that with repression here. They regret it. But it's not in their favor, pleasures. Because Annette came in here and says, now that's your pleasure. And I mean, because they self-sabotage this situation or circumstance being a snake. The biggest snake for a snake. You know what I mean? They sabotage this connection for a snake. A big snake at that. That's swallowing them. That's going to swallow them up. Self-sabotage. Sacrifice. Yeah. So not their pleasures for something else. 12 and 21 will mirror each other under the mirror. And 21 comes under the moon. Yep, the world. So this is overseas trips, money's luck, world in the palm of your hand, and a new opportunity with foundation, achievements, and firm foundation here when it comes to the King of Wands. The King of Wands messed it up because they wanted to sleep around. So between the lines, between them sleeping around and pouring their cup out and crying over what they lost and being a player, because that's spilled over. Because they got caught being a player. That's what I say. Because, see, between the lines, it says they crying over what they lost is because they was a player. You know, five of swords, loss. All is not lost, as you still have 2, 3 swords remaining, giving you the upper hand. But that truth is not true, because the upper hand was you. That was the upper hand. That was the only thing that made this the upper hand. If they had graduated and did whatever divine lineage work they had to do. But that right there was a spilled opportunity, because now they left out in the cold with poverty that came in. And that's part of their regret right there. That's why they out here standing outside this house out here, like, you know what I mean, playing the damn guitar, because that was the happiness. You know what I mean? There it is. That was the firm foundation with the 10 of cups there. That was glue. That was the glue. The glue stick just fell over. That was this. That fella hit the table. That was that. So that was the glue that held this together when it comes to happiness, good times, party, and celebration. This would have been the celebration, but they couldn't graduate. You are the jackpot. You are the luck. You are. But the Ace of Swords says here, this is frustrations, double-edged sword, and a hollow victory. They ain't getting nothing out of it because they took the devil's choice. Jealousy and trouble. Jealous came in already. Okay, jealous came up there with those with the party that they went up to. Trouble, able to break the chains that bind you or hold you back, and they couldn't break that. They got stubborn in it. Improvements underway. Feeling smug or pleased when it came to the contract with you or them. They thought they could play this hand and win. With the Emperor here. Emperor came in under the Queen, under the Empress. This person was used as a firm foundation to this Emperor. But this person turned their back or walked away. 8 of Cups. Money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. And that's the Ace of Wands, because they had slept around with the 5 of Swords here. And they repressed about that because they got caught being a player. New beginnings, birth, a new idea or creation. They had a baby. And this is also warlock energy too with the magicians. So they manifested themselves into this situation when it came to putting a death to you walking away with the death. Death, situation, or ending, or a new beginning. Eight of Pentacles says that 8 and 8 said that they repeated this cycle over money, materials, or gain, work or paid work. Work, paid work. They worked and paid into the situation or circumstance. Only to get over there to have a lack mentality. Only to get over there and have the walls of protection around their heart broken down by the third party, by the lack of love or of alignment with love. They fell in love with a Jezebel and told the others that you was the Jezebel and ended up with the Jezebel. Ain't that a bitch? But they don't know no better though. You know what I mean? You can't blame the dummy. You can't blame them. They didn't know that they was the big dummy. They didn't know. They thought they was the prize. Until. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Until. Right? Alright, now listen. It was all good until. Okay, I'm ready. How y'all doing? 1983, we see you. We see you. We see you. So the whole of protection around their heart, right? That shit shattered when they got over there with the third party, right? Because they was over there trying to fake it till they make it with their wand, right? Anything for the snake, right? Anything to be charmed, anything to sabotage, self-sabotage. They were sabotaging themselves. They thought they was doing it against you. Through this, against the soul connection that y'all had. So a soulmate. You. Between the lines there was, though. Five of Swords said the player got played. That's what the Five of Swords said. The Five of Swords said they got played, and they got conflicted with conflict there. 4, 5, 5, 10. And then they got blocked out. Blocked. Because once you blocked them out, 9 and 1, wounded. They got hurt. Somebody got hurt. Somebody played victim. Got victim mentality, right? So that self-judgment, now they blame themselves like, damn, you shouldn't even have brought your dumb ass over here, because if you hadn't been over here, because they saw her the voice of reason, had you hadn't not been in that area around that shit, you wouldn't have had them problems, right? Knight of Wands. Right. So, but they manifested that with the 8, with the magician here. And then they manifested more magic. There it is, man. More magic with another bitch. And that could have been tantric sex. They putting them under a spell over your energy with the star here, with the soulmate. Some girl or person, women that they was infatuated with, princess energy. Somebody that they thought had a little bit of something, a little bit of something more than you. A couple love more than your cup with the Ace of Cups. So they poured all they had into that person and got hung up. And it got curbed. 2 of Swords, they got curbed. Because this person was like, yeah, nah, I just don't want to be bothered. I got a third party that I'm really dealing with right now. And that's when the devil's horns came out. The devil wears Prada. She won. Checkmate. Okay, checkmate. Left your person down on the floor like, yeah, well, damn. I didn't know I was going to stoop this low. Yeah, you did. 5 of Pentacles. Yep. Stayed right out in the cold with it. Yep. Stuck right out in the cold. Now they got to rethink about what the fuck they just did. But then now what they do is, with this cup right here, because there's a lot of shit that they're crying over now. You know what I mean? They crying over you. They crying over this person using them. They cried over the last person using them. They crying over this because they had a solid thing with this divine lineage here. They had a solid thing here with living out loud and with the cosmic power. With the power that the union was going to bring to heal. Excuse me, y'all, a spiritual word. That was going to bring to heal. They was like, hell no. They was like, hell no, we're going to cause a motherfucking fight. Goddamn. And we're going to fight every way. And guess what? They said, yep, you're going to fight everywhere and carry this goddamn burden right with it, too. So that's what they did. And they was fighting bees. Because that's them fighting at a wasp nest or a fucking killer hornets or some shit. Nest at 5 of wands. That's who they fighting with. That now when they fight, it ain't this is a sting now. You know what I mean? This shit gonna sting hard now. Like, you start that same shit you was on here, they gonna crash out on you. Crash you into a motherfucking telephone pole, motherfucking right in front of other people, and ain't nobody gonna help you type shit. They won't be blinded with their blindfolds on. Everybody got blindfolds on except him. Right? He see all the bees coming. He see all the shit that's happening. But your person can't see because they just in the midst of it. But they see, no, this is your person in the midst of the people that they chose over you. That how much conflict they gonna start. And this person like, damn, the way they beating the shit out of that, they could do that to me. Now they second guessing about this burden now. Now, all the third parties that they was with friendships, it's starting to look like problems now. Okay, they starting to look like issues now. Starting to look like the regret that they went toward, right? Now, why they sitting out here in the cold like, damn, you ain't really got nothing to offer. And these people were smiling in your face when I had something, and ain't nobody here with nothing now. Now I'm looking back 5 of swords, you know what I mean, to the happiness I had with family, and I ain't even got none. And that could come back from his mama, comparing it all the way up to all these people, and don't compare it but to you. But harvest is here too, so put that at the top. And the shine here too. I heard that show. That show "Shine on Me" by him. With that show called Amen. That black show. That's what just came in my head. With Sherm Hensley and that older man. I forgot what his name was. Something Fries. I don't know. Something about that. Something they manifested and they thought they was gonna get a blessing out of it. They ruined the blessing, is what I heard. You know, that's free delivery there. That's a night of meals. Yeah, they was looking for a meal ticket there. Tell me what the harvest is up here too. Yeah, that was a lucky strike. They tried to strike you out there, they said. But they had your back there. Yeah, they tried to strike you out. They thought they had a lucky strike right there. Third party thought they had a lucky strike right there with the 10 of pleasures. Yeah, they took great pleasure in harvesting off your person. Great pleasure when it came to your person. When it came to these third parties. They had drinks and parties and food and shit. Barbecues, and the devil was at their fingertips. So, self-judgment about that shit too now though. Under unhealed past relationships, and that shit, like, they went back to some toxic shit that they used to, and it don't compare to you. Nothing compares to you. Yeah, nothing compares to you. Yeah, nothing compares to you when it comes to these unpast hell relationships that they went with these third parties. Yeah, that's what the community is speaking about right now. They said that ain't the business. You know what I mean? They getting handled the business now, or something like that. You know what I mean? They getting handled the business. So there's a concern. There's a major concern. A change and a message of concern. A official person. And a high honor, and a change, and a marriage, that's about, and a married male, and a child. This person was childless, pretending to be single. Ouya comes in here with a storm, and good juju comes in here with Marie Laveau. Aunt Nancy comes in here too. 7 and 13, somebody crapped out here. 7 and 11, we won, but we didn't. We We slaying some razorbacks here when it comes to a judgment. Yeah, we slayed them. Whatever it was, we did it. Whatever we did it, we did it. We did it with this leader. Somebody that was misusing of power when it came to an indecision. You made the right decision. You might have couldn't have made a decision at the time, but you chose yourself in this energy right there. You chose yourself here. Chose self. Ooh, when it came to a rejection, they rejected you first, and whatever they did, the spirit was nudging you to tell you like, let's go, like whatever that shit is, it ain't. It ain't. Whatever it is a loss. That says loss. Loss, rejection. Yep. It was a loss. They lost them. This person was playing victim here. They also playing with a legacy. They playing victim when it came to the legacy with you. Yeah. Their family legacy. Okay? Shit. And then it says right here, shit. That was the comfort. They got too comfortable with whoever they was doing, whatever they was doing with. What was that state with the Razorbacks? What was that state? Okay, it was their enjoyment of the shit that they chose over you when it came to shining. They're out of your energy. They that was what the delivery, speedy delivery, like Mr. McFeely. They was over there filling them up and getting what they wanted diligently. You know what I mean? Sitting there doing it, due diligence over here. You know what I mean? Putting in work. You know what I mean? Hard work. Okay, shit. They ain't played. No, it's just a win. A shallow victory. It wasn't even a big win. That was for vitality. That was to regain some kind of strength or power or some kind of something here when it came to them binding to something. But what did they bind to? Their own anxiety. Yep. And what else did they bind to? Others letting them go. You, mainly, when it came to their pleasures. Right? Because right here in the middle, we got Tanette here with pleasures. It was you. They took great pleasure to do the things that they did against you. I don't know if they took trips, went on boat rides, whatever the hell they did. Threw it up, laid in it, rolled in it, laughed in it, whatever they did in it, effed in it, whatever. Whatever it was, they didn't never do it with you. Okay, that's what it speaks of. Okay, and it comes to generous. They was very generous when they gave it out to others. And nothing was an option or held back. We in this higher commitment. That's my wifey. That's my baby. Well, from Martin. You know what I mean? That's my baby. Copycat. Doing that for multiple partners. Multiple. So that's what it told me. It says multiple. Generous with multiple celebrations with people. Committed to that person. You the only one I wanted to be with. Under tradition. That other bitch was not tradition. Trying to compare you to this tradition that they went to. Right? Then they said something about the courage to stay there. Because then that shit became a fight the night after the damn, after that honeymoon phase. That's what that's telling me. All that is. That's all up and leading up around the honeymoon phase. You know what I mean? And then they said some courage here to with the swords here. That telling me some to fight or say have some cutting words or something here. Under courage. To cut. Now that I got you. Now I can talk SHIT over you. Now they got investment. Now the investment is shattered that they put into, because now they see this person as a problem now. To the guardian shit. Now y'all know all this bullshit we under. Excuse my language. Now that's what they told me. But it was impulsive. We did the shit quick. You know what I mean? And let the truth be told, I didn't really never think about it. You know what I mean? In this cycle, I just, you know what I mean? It was like renewed my faith. Like I thought everything was gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like I never thought at any point like I was gonna reap some karma for some shit I did back 1983. I didn't know I was gonna have to take that bite out of crime coming against the collective. So then that's when things became blended. You know what I mean? Now they got to blend up some doubles and some triples and some other things to get this renewal that they got going underway. You know what I mean? When it comes to betrayal. Because now this person looking at this person that's in their bed is a betrayal. Now they stealing from the person. Now they in control of the person. Because this person ain't doing shit. This person is feeling fatigue about being where they at now. I'm tired of this, boss. But The competition ain't over with yet because they still in a competition. They still putting on all airs for others. As an audience, as a show, as a, you know what I mean? The show must go on under the big top. You know what I mean? But intuitively, like, they like, I should stop this charade, like, now. Like, maybe we should, like, stop. But true is, like, now that the person ain't here, like how much longer are we gonna keep going on? Like, the person ain't even looking our way. Like, what are we doing? Like, what is all this shit competition for? I don't even want these people. I don't even want this. All came about because I was doing it to get my person to chase me. Like, and they never looked. So, like, the firm structures and solid foundations that I built was fake attractions, all for the thrill, all for the heat of the moment, in the heat of the night, with Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy. And that's the truth. And they apologize for the shit. Like, unapologetically apologize, but, like, unapologetically apologize because you left. You don't even see them the same. Other decisions. Like, they can't understand how you could just be one way, and now, like, that's over and done with. Like, they thought you would forever be here. Forever be, like, hanging on to their shoestring, or like the sole of their shoe that's like hanging off, or like the hole that's in the side of their top of their toe or their shoe, or what? Like, what part did they expect for you to still make a decision in when it comes to freedom? Like, you never was gonna break free. You just was gonna stand here and just, like, twin flame it is. But once you learned the lesson, it was time to go. You understand? With North Node, it was like you had a purpose. Like, and the purpose is here, is to lead. You learned the lesson, and now the purpose is to go. Learn, flap your wings and fly and soar like the beautiful butterfly you've transformed to be. Under renewal, you've reformed yourself. You transitioned, and with these living out loud, and you're living out loud and in proud and in charge. You're in charge, but in control. In control comes with you. Yeah, the vitality is what you renewed yourself from what they tried to hurt you with here. With creativity, you came out with a creative endeavor that was beyond their wildest way that you could not see them. It was all ground up and intentionally put for you to see. Intentionally with creative. Like, when you make a aquarium or an like a fish tank for your fish, or terrarium for, like, to grow microorganisms, like, you have to create it in order to make it look the way you want. And that's what's strategically put. What's strategic here. Good gracious. And this is proud. Somebody is proud of the situation. Like, you are getting applaud, even though that's chakra for me. Even though that's like pride for somebody else. But I gotta say, living out loud and in charge, like, with your Siga energy, lets me know that you are not afraid to be unapologetically unapologetic, okay, here in this energy. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, the diversity in you, or, like, I don't F what people think, F what they say. I don't care, whatever. Like, whatever smear campaign this person was, as a narrative that they was going by when it comes to collaborations, like, those people are not even looking like that anymore. Like, they're not even looking at that like that anymore. These people are like, that says wealth. Okay, like, you could buy what you want. That girl look like she ain't having no problems. That's like, that person look like she ain't got no issue with collaborate here. Determined. Like, and you was determined to bring somebody's down. This person, place her things, solitude. That girl minding her business in solitude, doing her studies, studying what she need to study under this renewal, under the North Node. This person over here is in insomnia. Okay, creating storms for themselves. And good juju is coming in for who's over here in solitude. When it comes to recovery, this person is over there playing cripple, playing hurt, playing brokenhearted, playing while they lick their wounds with something or somebody else, while they betray another person as well in the same moment, under crises. That's the crises. Grounding. You're grounding every more and more each day. While this person is curious to how you doing it. Okay, how you doing it? With this divine lineage standing down behind you down here. Relationships. They want to know, is you in good? She in a good relationship now that we broke up? And because Archangel Michael won't let him come in. You see Archangel Michael standing up there with his bow and arrow to archery his damn back end. You see them wings on his back? When it comes to your intuition, like, they know they intuitive. You know this person cannot come towards you with a judgment here, with justice, some court energy. Yeah, balancing the scale. Something is here. You know what I mean? When it comes to discontent and what achievements, you're going to be traveling highways and byways. This is also a hard work. You got a lot of work that you've done here, and on yourself, on a lot of things. And in a short amount of time, it's like with this person with imagination. Like, you used to smoke with this person. Maybe you used to drink and get high and didn't want to go to rehab like Amy High Winehouse. But now you done went to rehab, and now you got a job, and Calvin got a job, and everybody's looking like, wow, look what you look like now. But you ain't got to be that. You could have just got hurt, heartbroken. Hurt by love, like the earth angel you out here wearing your heart on the sleeve to be. But when you don't, and it's there, I got two sleeves, right? One is like half sleeve and one is long. So like when you ain't wearing your heart on your sleeve no more, and you raw, that's when it's different. That's when it hit a lot different with this imagination to this person, when they got to sit back and see the truth with the ending. Oh shit, God, that's sad. This is the sad truth of the ending of the sun, of empowerment. The things, the behaviors, the actions that they took against you to win with the stakes at all costs. Now they memories of nostalgia is like, why did I do that? But with awakening, that's also an epiphany that you always was telling them the truth or her. That's the truth. They looked at you as the Jezebel spirit. Being a divine chosen one, they looked at you as Jezebel. Okay? And that person is being really, the demonic energy is after their ass for that. Because, see, they fed their self, this devil energy, with a set here, surrender. You surrendered. They went toward the lust. Yeah, they went right to it. They went right to it when it comes to sacred lust. They went right toward it, right? Brazenly. They went brazenly to it when it comes to their desire, when it comes to how they broke people's hearts and had them arguing and fighting and confusion. While they also was immature and the luck of you was gone, it just caused mayhem. With victory was a shallow one. It was skillful, but it wasn't skillful enough to get them through whatever stagnation they in right now. Because right now, somebody had a baby, motherhood. They enduring that. Some kind of dazzle, but she ain't dazzling as she used to be. When they look at them with jealousy. They look at them with jealousy because they made y'all break up. Y'all was entangled, and they broke the chains between you and them. And they also are jealous of the chains that bind y'all together, too. When it comes to dedication and endings and the CEO boss daddy, when they innovatively thinking of how they could come toward you with transition. But you being protected with Archangel up here, you can't come towards you. The swiftness, they would have already if it wasn't for that. They thinking of a precision shot here in this end. They coming in because she said she'll shoot him dead if he do with victory. They ain't got no car. The car down. They took that out a long time ago, so they couldn't. That was the first thing that went. Doggy. Listen, y'all, if y'all are interested liking these type of messages, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next time I upload. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Little shorter messages because I got to get back on the algorithm. Namaste.